JB, whoa, have a chick, know what I mean? Jack Bryce, fuck your clique, whoa, got them sticks. Let's go.
We're here. Welcome back to a very special week 1 COVID edition of the podcast. Your boys got COVID, stuck at home for the next few days. Feeling like crap, but it is what it is.
Only 5 days now, apparently, according to...
That's what the doctor told me. I can go back to work Monday. So I'm fully vaxxed. But we are here. NFL season's about to begin tomorrow night. Buffalo Bills and LA Rams are kicking it off. And once again, it's another season filled with drama and bullshit. It looks like it's going to be. Same old, same old.
Why do you think that? That's NFL. It's always is, obviously. But, yeah.
So, what we're going to do here is we're going to make our picks for each game. We'll go through, see who has the best performance this week for a quarterback, which quarterback will shit the bed this week, and we'll talk about which rookies we think will be the most impactful right away. So, let's jump into it. JR, let's start with the first game. We got the Bills and the Rams. Who you got?
Bills and Rams, opener in LA. I was talking to my buddy Loso, but he said he thinks the Bills are gonna win, but he's a Rams fan. But Buffalo's favored 2.5. I mean, they have a good team, obviously. They'll probably be one of the ones competing, but I don't know. Probably the Rams. I don't know if the Rams start off fast this year or start off slow. I feel like they typically start off kind of fast, and then they kind of like once they make their acquisitions or whatnot, make their moves, they slow down, try to get their feet back under them again. But I think so. I think I'm gonna go depending on Stafford's elbow. I think he's fine now though, so I think I'm gonna go Rams in the opener at home. Yeah.
They said Stafford has no limitations with his elbow. I'm going to go with the Bills in a close game. I say it goes to overtime and the Bills win it on a walk-off to Stephon Diggs. I haven't talked to Loso in a while. How's he doing?
Nice, fine. I talked to him the other day. Or just earlier today? Earlier today, I think it was this morning.
Oh. Hope that guy's doing good. Hope Sauce is doing good, too.
You haven't heard from him in forever.
Our old Fortnite buddies. Back when Fortnite was brand new.
Apparently,
saw a video
again.
I saw a video on I think TikTok of early Fortnite when nobody was building, and I was just like, man, those were the days.
Apparently, it's not pop. It's always been popular, but apparently, it's like gaining steam again. Apparently, traction.
Well, they've got a ton of like different. Like different skins and abilities now. So like you got people playing as She-Hulk and all of these different things. It's just they got dudes from Dragon Ball. I don't know, man. I know I'm 27 years old and I feel like an old man more and more every day because I see these things online and I'm like, what are kids doing nowadays, man? And I know I'm old because it irritates me. I'm just like, man, can't these kids just fucking go like take a walk or something? My gosh.
They don't go outside anymore.
They don't, man. It's sad. Next game we got on the docket, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Detroit Lions. They both made a bunch of moves this offseason to improve. I like what they've both done, but I've got the Eagles taking that. I say they win at least by 10. What do you think?
Eagles at Lions. I know the Lions are supposed to have a sold out season opener, so that's cool. Good for them. But I think Eagles still win. Just a better row-on team.
I like Jalen Hurts a lot.
The Lions don't really have much to offer. Besides like Hard Knocks, which is cool, but go win some football games.
Did you see the video of them all singing Billie Jean?
Yeah, that was cool. They're gonna win 3 games this year.
I hope it works out for Dan Campbell. I like him a lot. He seems like a genuinely good guy. And
yeah, I don't know if he's head coach material, but yeah, I don't know. That's different.
The city and the team love him. So
yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes is for a coach to, even if they're not the best with X's and O's, if they get these guys to believe the way they do, that's how we see these teams go on these magical runs. So
yeah, but
I hope it works out.
has to turn into winning games. That's the main part.
Yeah, I feel you. Next game, we got Trey Lance's first game, 49ers versus the Chicago Bears. I'm taking the 49ers. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a given. The Bears are they're a shithole, and their offensive line didn't get much better, and they got Joey Bosa week 1 coming in against a couple rookie offensive linemen. Justin Fields is probably going to die and get sacked 7 times again.
Nick Bosa.
Yeah, he might have 3 of them.
They got the better Bosa.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah, I don't think that one's going to be close either. I think I'm a big believer in Trey Lance this year. I'm fully on the Trey Lance hype train. So
Yeah, I have him in my money league in fantasy, so I need him to ball out.
um, next up, we have your Pittsburgh Steelers opening the season at home against their AFC North rivals, the Cincinnati Bengals.
They're not our rivals.
Old Mitch, I love kissing titties. Trubisky will be the starter. Kenny Pickett's QB3 on that roster. It's kind of surprising to me.
QB2, same shit. He's QB2 in the depth chart.
Hmm.
But yeah, that'd be a close one. Probably it can go either way. It's at Cincinnati. Season opener.
It's at Pittsburgh.
No, it's at Cincinnati. Steelers haven't opened up at home in.
Oh wait, it is. It
in
is
like
in
a
Cincinnati.
decade.
I'm sorry. It is in Cincinnati.
Steelers haven't had a season week 1 home opener in like a decade almost.
Yeah, no, you're right. It
They
is.
always start the year on the road. That'd be a close one. I could see I could see the Bengals winning week 1, probably by like a field goal. Could be a good one.
Yeah, I think it'll be close. I got the Bengals beating them. Another divisional game up next. We got the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Who do you think pulls that out?
I got the Dolphins.
I agree.
Dolphins at home.
I got the Dolphins,
especially in the week 1 opener. I mean, the Patriots, they always scheme up teams well, obviously, but it's week 1, so you don't really know what the Dolphins are going to throw at them. So they might have a couple surprises, and I think the Dolphins win week 1 at home.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see how Tua does with.
They got a whole retool
Tyreek Hill out there now.
A whole new offense. Yeah, they got running backs for days. They got Tyreek Hill, Cedric Wilson from the Cowboys, who's
Jalen
a sleeper. Waddle obviously has been there. Gasecki at tight end's a solid target. Chase Edmonds, Harrisburg kid here. That they got from Arizona. Went and got Raheem Mostert, who's from San Francisco, but always hurt. So they got plenty of weapons on offense now. It's just up to do it. And their defense is plenty talented as well.
Yep, and I don't trust Mac Jones at all. I think
I mean,
this year is going to be a down year for Mac Jones. I think people are way too high on him, and he's not any better than.
He'll be all right. I mean, I don't expect them to win anything spectacular. I don't think the Patriots are ever going to be in the Super Bowl again. But that runs it pretty much over with. I feel like.
I agree. Next up, we got my Carolina Panthers. Had to rep Jeremy Chin today. At home against the Cleveland Browns, and Jacoby Brissett will be starting for the Browns. We all know Deshaun Watson's out for the first 11 games of the year, suspended. I don't know how he didn't get a full year. Who do you got?
Panthers are favored by 1.5 at home, which is basically a pick 'em. I'll probably go. I think I'll go Panthers at home, just cause. I mean, their offense, they have their quarterback is Browns ex-quarterback Baker Mayfield, so he's gonna want some get back, of course. But as long as he doesn't try to overprove himself to the Browns, you missed out on me, don't make no mistakes, and they'll probably win at home, because Jacoby Brissett is meh, and their offense isn't gonna be. Obviously, they're gonna run the ball the entire time with Nick Chubb. They're not gonna have Brissett out there slinging the ball to Amari Cooper, who's, I mean, not the same Amari Cooper he once was when he first got to Dallas. So they don't really have much on offense outside Nick Chubb. So
Yeah, I think this game could go either way.
Yeah, I want to see what my boy J.C. Horn does too. Hopefully, he starts out there.
I'm excited to see J.C. Horn back and healthy. I think the Panthers pull out a close one. I think Chubb's gonna obliterate that front seven for Carolina, and I think Myles Garrett, their rookie Akeem Ekwonu is gonna have his hands full.
Yeah.
Very first NFL game, very first NFL start. He's going up against the best edge rusher, arguably the best edge rusher in the league. Um, it'll definitely be a couple welcome to the NFL moments, I feel like, for him. But I think the Panthers pull out a close one. I think Baker is able to get the dub. I don't think Carolina does fantastic this year, though. I'm looking at their schedule, and I can't see Carolina winning more than 6 or 7 games. And I don't think that that's going to be enough for Matt Rule to keep his job. Um, but I do have them winning week one. Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans, and I think we both know who's going to win that game.
Yeah, the Texans.
Yeah, clearly we all know Davis Mills is the
maybe
future down there.
maybe in Madden, but
Yeah. Colts win. Colts always.
I think that's a no-brainer.
Texans pretty handed.
If this was week 16, then it might be the Texans, but it's week 1, so the Colts gonna win.
Yep, Colts. Next up, NFC South Saints versus Falcons. Who you got?
Probably for Saints on the road. Saints, probably Saints. Safe bet. Falcons don't really. I mean, Kyle Pitt's cool. Saints defense is solid. Their offense with Winston coming back. I mean, he's not going to do too much to start the year. So it's going to be a lot of Kamara, who I have in all 3 of my fantasy leagues. heavy on Kamara train this year. Big AK-41 fan.
Well,
I don't care how many people he knocks out in the Vegas nightclub.
I got the Saints winning. I think. I don't think it'll be particularly close either. I think the Saints win. I say this final score something like 23-10 or something like that.
Yeah, I could see 28-7, 28-10, something like that.
Baltimore Ravens versus the New York Jets. We got Joe Flacco going up against his old team. I think that'll be a absolute thrashing.
That'll be hilarious. I mean, Jets got some weapons on offense now, but the Ravens are coming back. I mean, the running backs are still iffy. They don't have. They're gonna just run the ball down the Jets' throat. That's all they can do these days. Mark Andrews probably gonna have a solid day. I don't even know who's on the Jets secondary anymore.
They have Sauce Gardner that they drafted at number 4, and I like that.
He's gonna have a boring. He's gonna have a boring day because he's gonna have to cover nobody. So maybe he gets, I don't know, a tipped pass across that lands somewhere near him. Who knows? But other than that, it's gonna be a lot of Mark Andrews and a lot of running the ball. Ravens win that easy.
Lamar Jackson, obviously, he wants a new contract. That's been a big story. I think he goes out and just takes a lot of his frustrations out on the Jets. I think it's going to be an ugly game. I say 38-3 final score.
Yeah, I can see 38-7.
Washington Commies, the Commanders. I hate that name, the Commanders. It's such a boring name, such a basic name. They should have stuck with Washington football team. We got Washington versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, which
I like the Commanders at home.
I do too.
Jaguars got a good defensive line, but other than that,
yeah.
Woof.
Hopefully, we get to see Trevor Lawrence take a step forward this year. His growth was very stunted last year. Going into that situation was the worst possible situation he could have gone into with Urban Meyer. But they got Doug Peterson now as head coach, and I think Trevor takes a step forward this year. I hope he does for his sake, like you said.
Yeah.
But I got the Commanders winning that game. It'll be low scoring. I say like 16-10 or something like that.
I can see that.
Packers versus Vikings.
I'm actually going to take the Vikings at home week 1. Okay. Just because I don't know what the Packers are going to do. The Packers got a solid defense, but they never wow nobody. Their pass rushes, man. Aaron Rodgers has no weapons. I mean, he's still going to do some of his things, but like it's gonna be a little tricky out there. It might be a lot of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon this year.
This was my hardest game to pick for me week 1, besides the Panthers-Browns. I wanted to go with the Vikings at home, but I'm going to go with the Packers just because I think Aaron Rodgers does his thing in the final 2 minutes of the game and wins a close one for Green Bay. Yeah, he doesn't really have any weapons, but he's Aaron Rodgers. So if there's one thing Aaron Rodgers is going to do, he's going to get it done in the regular season. Now, come the postseason, he'll shit the bed, but
the Packers always start off slow too, though. For the most part, always tells them to relax and whatnot when they have some skittish starts. So
people are expecting big things out of Kirk Cousins this year. They brought in
Nobody
What's
expecting
his
nothing
name?
from Kirk Cousins. He's Kirk Cousins.
Um, I like Justin Jefferson for Offensive Player of the Year. Honestly, I can see him winning that.
And I think it's gonna be Derrick Henry again.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to see Henry get back to form. I'm worried that
He'll be
you
back to
know.
form come Sunday against the Giants. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Speaking of our next game, we actually have on the docket Tennessee Titans, New York Giants. I got the Titans winning.
Yep, Derrick Henry will be right back in old form. He'll be all right.
Yep. Daniel Jones probably throws 3, 4 interceptions week one.
I mean, yeah, Titans secondary is nothing crazy, but it's possible. They lost.
It's Daniel
They
Jones.
lost Harold Landry. Yeah, he just finds ways to throw picks, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor defense
Um,
fans.
this was a difficult game for me to pick too. LA Chargers versus Las Vegas Raiders. Who you got?
I got the Chargers probably by like a touchdown because the Raiders' offense line is trash.
Right. I'm with you. I think the Chargers pulled out. I think that Justin Herbert is a good dark horse sleeper pick for MVP this year.
Hmm.
Um, he's phenomenal, and it's incredible how phenomenal he was right off the bat too. Coming from
Hmm.
Oregon, nobody really. I mean, Chargers took him a pick before the Panthers that draft, and
Yep,
Panthers would have taken. I can't imagine Justin Herbert on the Panthers.
he might have been ruined. Who knows?
um, but he's phenomenal. I got the Chargers winning a close game against the Raiders. Next up, we got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. I got the Chiefs winning that game.
That'll be interesting. I also probably, yeah. I mean, both offenses are definitely gonna have a difficult time adjusting without their first top two playmakers. But probably Chiefs at home. I don't know if I think this might be the last year for Cliff Kingsbury, just in general in Arizona.
Yeah, I can see Arizona going the same way they've been going the last couple of years. They start out hot, they fizzle out. If they make the playoffs, they end up losing, and
Nope.
then bye
No,
bye Kingsbury.
no D
Um,
Hop the first 6 weeks.
exactly. Yeah, I think Kyler's going to struggle these first 6 weeks without him.
Uh,
I hope he doesn't. I like Kyler a lot. I think
the
he kind
rest
of
of
gets
their
an unfair
weapons,
rep
the rest of their
because
weapons are like Rondell Moore, an aging AJ Green, an aging Zach Ertz, James Conner,
and
James
Marquise Brown
Redson.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I hope it works out for Kyler. I think he gets a bad rap. That contract stipulation didn't help him at all. They took it out, but the fact that it was there to begin with obviously means that they don't have a lot of trust in him, um, as far as his commitment to the game. Um, which I don't really. I mean, I don't know. I go back and forth about it, but I hope it works out for Kyler.
Yeah, I think
Um,
it'd be all right. But I mean, they need some weapons, retool the offense,
yep.
get a new
Bucks
coach.
versus Cowboys, aka the game that Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are probably creaming their pants over because you know how much they love Tom Brady and how much they love the Cowboys.
Yeah, this is the
I've
second
got
year
the
in a row.
Buccaneers.
Second year in a row. This is the week one opener for these two teams facing each other again.
Wow,
Mad random.
that is random. But I've got the Buccaneers. I got Tom Brady.
Um, think I'm gonna go Cowboys at home.
Oh, okay. So you think Brady loses week one?
Yeah, just because I don't think the Bucks are gonna be that good this year.
Really?
Yeah, they're an older group. Their defense is gonna be a little bit more. They don't have much of a pass rush. Yeah, they'll still win their division. Obviously, that's no no
Right.
brainer. But I don't see them going into the deepest of runs. Our offense should be solid. Obviously, they retooled and got Russell
I
Gage, who's gonna be a nice three, till Godwin comes back to full strength.
think the Buccaneers
A
will.
washed Julio, whatever. I guess get his handful of targets. He's on his last legs. I think the Cowboys somehow pull it out at home in week one.
I think the Buccaneers win. I think the Buccaneers win it all if Brady says that this is going comes out and says this is going to be his last year for real this time, and uh, he goes out. The NFL is going to let him go out, kind of like they did with Peyton. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. That Super Bowl was rigged. So, um, And then final game of week one, we've got the Denver Broncos versus the Seattle Seahawks. We got Russell Wilson facing off against his former team in the very first game of the season. I think the Broncos win big.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's
What a fucking walking meme. Yeah, Broncos are
Oh
probably
man,
on that
he
one.
did it on the sideline the other day during one of their preseason games.
What an
Um,
absolute
I think
troll.
I think Wilson's going to have a big year.
He could.
I
No
think
offense. I don't see why not. Yeah, they lost Tim
exactly. He's got a
Patrick,
better
but
offensive line. He's got better weapons. Well,
for sure.
I don't know. His weapons are
Definitely.
kind of on par. I mean, he had Lockett and Metcalf in Seattle,
He has
but
deeper weapons. He has deeper weapons. Better
yeah,
running backs. Better offensive line. I mean, lost Tim Patrick. Still has Jerry Judy, KJ Hamler, Cortland
yeah.
Sutton. He got weapons for sure.
I think the Broncos can definitely compete for that division.
Yeah, it's gonna be
They
tough though. Chiefs or Chargers, I think, gonna take it this year.
do. So we've got our picks for week one. Let's go over these quarterbacks in week one. Which quarterback out of all these do you think has the best performance in week one? I've got two in mind, but I'll let you go first.
Let me go back to the list. Who has the best performances of week one? I could see Trey Lance having a great performance week one. Be his first, not his first start, but his first. I mean, his first. Is it his first start? I mean, he's played last year a little bit, but I don't think he started the game. I don't remember.
I'm not 100% sure.
But his first full season as a starter, so I think him going out there and him and Shanahan throwing out some surprises and hopefully putting the guys on notice.
Right.
I could see Trey Lance having a good week one performance. Um, I could see low key could see Tua having a good week one performance with the whole retooled offense.
Mhm.
That's two. See one more. I could see. Phone. Cut it out. Not Kirk Cousins. Probably Dak. I could see Dak having a good week one performance as well.
Hmm, interesting. For my two guys, I've got Lamar and I've got Russell Wilson. Just for the fact that I think they both put up gaudy numbers
Yeah, I could
against the
see.
teams they're going against.
Lamar's kind of a given. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with you that I think Tua could have a pretty big performance week one and surprise a lot of people.
hmm
I could see Dak putting up big numbers. I could
hmm
see Brady putting up big numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. It could go either way there. Got a lot of
Um,
passing for sure.
you know what's crazy is I'm sitting here reading the um, the first round of this past draft, and I feel like when we look back on it, this is going to be one of the weaker first round of the draft that we'll have seen in recent years.
Why is that?
Um, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people when they talk about bad drafts in the first round, they talk about 2013. Um, I kind of feel like this is going to be a little bit the same way. The talent drop off is just kind of crazy to me. Um, but speaking of rookies, who do you think, as far as rookies go, week one, who will have the most immediate impact right away?
Um, I could see. I was gonna go receiver there, but he's not playing right away. I could see Olave having a good impact right away. Jordan Davis on the Eagles' defensive line eating for
Hmm,
sure. That defensive line is gonna be hell.
I agree.
Traylon Burks probably gonna get a lot of targets in Tennessee, so he's gonna have plenty of opportunities. That's about what three? Who else? Who else? Who else?
I'm looking at the
Yeah,
rookies right now.
that could probably be. Let me see. One more. One more. One more.
I think
Jordan Neal, Olave, Burks.
the Giants
It's typically
tandem.
going to be a receiver.
Yeah, I feel you. I think Evan Neal for the Giants
hmm
could have a because the Titans, like we mentioned, the Titans defense is kind of suspect. They don't really have like a premier pass rusher now. I mean, they have Bud Dupree, but
Yeah, they lost Harold Landry
they don't
towards
have Harold
ACS.
Landry anymore.
Towards
I think
ACS.
Evan Neal could step in immediately for New York and be, um, but just be that guy for them that anchors that line. I like him a lot.
Hmm.
I think Drake London gets a ton of targets.
For sure.
Like you mentioned, Chris Olave, Jordan Davis. Um, let's see here. I'd say Kenny Pickett if the Steelers were smart and chose to start him, but they want to
Nah,
take their time with him.
you don't want to throw them to the dogs right away, especially with our offensive line.
Well, I
Let
mean,
Mitchell,
you're playing the Bengals.
let Mitchell Trubisky out there, go out there. Yeah, exactly. Let the veteran go out there and do it. Let him go out there and
The
take the
best
brunt of
teacher
it
is
first.
experience. I feel like,
Well, he's gonna get his experience. Just you don't need it right now, week one. That's how you stunt his growth more than anything.
uh, Pickett's how old? 24 already?
22, 23, something like that. Yeah.
Who's the quarterback? I thought there was a quarterback that was drafted that was pretty old.
Brandon Whedon was drafted when he was like 28 by the Browns.
I don't mean him. I mean a recent quarterback, like one from this draft or the last draft.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know. But I'd say that's about it for us. We went over all our topics. Week one, it's fun. Football is finally back.
Yes, it is.
Feels like the wait every year for football gets shorter and shorter. You know.
Shorter? Yeah, I can see that.
So
Somewhat.
we got an extra game now per year. It's going to be 18 pretty soon. I'd say within the next 2 to 3 years.
Probably in the next 5, yeah, for sure.
But all right, that's going to do it for us. I'm going to go take some medicine and lay down because I'm not feeling too good. So
COVID beating that man's ass.
COVID
Right
is kicking my ass. Y'all say a prayer for your boy. This is
now. Oh, shit.
Glenn and JR signing off. We'll see you guys next time.
Yes.
Weezy out of here.